Welcome back to Journey Adventist Margot. Check out this decoration. Hope you like this style. Alright, let's go back to the story. In the last video, Harry and the Dursley were attacked by Dementors. Harry put out his wand and drove the Dementors away. Just then, the old woman coming in the distance. Let's continue the story. The woman was Miss Figg, Harry's neighbor. Back in the philosophy stone, when the Dursleys went on holiday, Harry was sent to stay at her house, a place that always smelled uncomfortable of cabbage. Harry hated those visits. Worried that he had used magic in front of a muggle, Harry quickly hid his wand. Miss Figg stopped him and said, "It's better to keep your wand ready." Then she revealed, "I was sent by Dumbledore to keep an eye on you." Miss Figg explained that she was a Squib, a non-magical person born to at least one magical parent. Squibs were rare, as magic were a dominant and resilient gene. When Harry was sent to live with Dursley family, Dumbledore asked her to keep an eye on him. However, she never told Harry anything about it. Miss Figg said, "I'm sorry I gave you such a miserable time." After escorting Harry and Dursley home safely, Miss Figg sent a letter to Dumbledore. Because he couldn't see the Dementors, Dursley believed that everything was Harry's fault. Soon after, a letter from the Ministry of Magic arrived. It informed Harry that he would be expelled from Hogwarts for performing the magic in front of a muggle. A moment later, a letter from Arthur Weasley told him to stay at Dursley House and assuring him that Dumbledore was attempting to sort out the situation with the Ministry. Soon after, Sirius Black wrote, warning Harry not to leave the house and to wait for further instructions. 30 minutes later, a fourth letter arrived from Ministry of Magic. It stated that Harry's expulsion has been suspended and he must attend a hearing on August 12th, where his future at Hogwarts would be decided. Since he may not be expelled from Hogwarts, Harry calmed down and tried to explain that Dementors might be sent by Voldemort. Aunt Petunia asked, "Back?" She looks at Harry in a way he never seen before. For the very first time in his life, Harry realized that Aunt Petunia was his mother's sister. Her large eyes were not narrowed in dislike or anger. They were wide and fearful, that showed that she fully understood the gravity of his return. "Yes," Harry answered. "Vernon says that something had gone wrong. He shouted that Harry had to leave." Harry remembered Sirius' words, staying inside the house. Just then, the fifth letter arrived, and directly to Aunt Petunia. It said, "Remember my last, Petunia." Petunia was shocked and sank into a chair and remained silent for a while. Then she said, "The boy will have to stay, Vernon." Vernon didn't understand why she changed suddenly. Petunia interrupted, "Go to bed." Why Dumbledore didn't write the full sentence specifying "my last what?" Dumbledore was reminding Petunia of one thing. Lily sacrificed her life to protect Harry. As long as Harry stayed in her house, that blood protection would hold. If he left, it would disappear. A short, clear sentence carried weight and authority. It almost like saying, "You know what I mean. This is critical. Don't forget it. Eventually, Harry was allowed to stay in the house, and the Dudley was sent to hospital, leaving Harry alone at home. At midnight, Harry suddenly heard the sound of people entering into the room. He saw Moody and several others. Why did they come? That's the end of story today. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video.